Happy New Year, guys. I've missed you. I've really missed talking to you. I've had kind of a chaotic couple of months since I got back to the UK, and I'm currently in rural Scotland visiting my parents. So I thought I'd bring you for a walk and show you this lovely nature. I'm currently walking up a hill. I'll show you the view from the top. I hope you're all having a good start to the new year. For me, it feels more natural that New Year would start in spring, and December, January kind of feels like a time when I want to just hibernate and hermit and just reflect on the previous year. So I guess my new year kind of naturally starts in spring. So I didn't actually do anything for the 31st. I just went to bed. It really doesn't mean that much to me, honestly. But where I live in Edinburgh is right at Edinburgh Castle. So I could hear all the fireworks and all the celebrations, but I never get that feeling that I'm missing out. I actually don't mind it at all. And I guess the way that I celebrate is just to do a bit of journaling, reflect on the past year, sort of think about what I want for this year. But yes, my way to clear my mind for the beginning of the year is to get myself up this hill out in nature in the fresh air. So let's go. We're halfway up. I love this walk, but the first part up here is really steep. Once you get around this side and the back of the hill, then it's all downhill. It's good, you can get a good pace, but this part is extreme cardio. We're about to walk into a flock of sheep, just randomly roaming the hillside. Welcome to Scotland. Look at that blue sky though. I'm about halfway around and I'm going to continue on down this track. The sun is going to disappear behind this hill as I keep walking, and it's going to get really dark. It's really cold when you're not in the sun. Oh, I can't feel my hands. There's a little sheep up here. I think it's got lost from the other ones. See how dark it got. The sun is still here, it's just behind the hill. You can see at the top of the hill there. Let me show you this wall here. This is called a dry stone dyke, and it basically just means a dry stone wall, but it's made by hand. So this wall's probably been here for decades, and each stone is individually placed. You can see them all up this hill, and you can't really see because of the snow, but this moss means that the air is really clean up here. If everything is covered in this healthy green moss, you can see it better in spring, and that's how you know you've got good fresh Scottish air. You can kind of see it under the snow here. Look how vibrant that moss is. It's almost neon green. It doesn't look like we're that high up, but we're actually really high up, and this is a really deep valley. But for some reason the camera doesn't really capture how high up we are. But you can see right across there's nothing really apart from fields and a couple of farms. When I come out walking here, I feel very at peace. It feels like my natural environment, the place where I feel most happy. being out in nature and the wilderness. And I was actually thinking, would I be able to survive in the wilderness? I think I would do okay on a basic level. I really feel like I want to get proper wilderness training. But I feel like it would be such a good challenge to put myself out and be completely self-sufficient. I'm actually reading a book at the moment called The Wall, and it was written by a German author. I can't remember her name. Marlen Haushofer. And it's kind of a dystopian novel, and this lady goes to a cabin in the forest with her friends, and her friends go for a walk and they don't come back, and in the morning when she goes to see where they are, she comes up against an invisible wall, and it's basically just a diary of her time being self-sufficient in this cabin, and she befriends a cow and she has a dog and a cat, and it's just how she survived. I don't know what happens at the end, but I'm about 3/4 of the way through it and nothing major happens, but it's just so, it really made me think about what I would do in that situation. If I was completely by myself, if I had to grow my own food, live off the land, could I do it? And it's really something that I want to learn. It really made me think. It's a great book. I'll leave a link and then you can see what it's about. How about you guys? Do you like getting out in the winter? Do you like being out in nature, walking? Do you have wilderness survival skills that you can teach me? I wonder if I can get it to crack. I just like the sound it makes. No, it's frozen solid. You can see the plants underneath though. You can see how thick it is. I love that noise. It's about -7 degrees Celsius here at the moment, and it feels really cold, but I've heard it's about -27 in Minnesota, so I shouldn't really complain. I went to get my glove out of my pocket. I had to take my glove off so I can press the buttons on my phone camera, and it's not there. I don't know where my glove is. I need to retrace my steps and go back and find it. I can see it already. Can you see it? Oh well, it's extra steps. At least I noticed before I got all the way around the other side. Oh, it's so cold. Get home, have a nice hot drink, sit by the log fire. That's one thing I love about my parents' house. We have a log fire, which is great for these cold winter days. My dad will probably try and get me to have a whiskey. I might be persuaded. My hair looks so red in this light. I mean, it is really red, but it looks exceptionally red. I'm gonna sit down here. Well, not for long though, because I'm gonna get a really cold bum. But I'll share with you a couple of Scottish New Year's traditions. The first one is a phrase, and it's "Lang me your lumreek." You've got to roll your R's. And it just means long may your chimney smoke. And it's just for good health, good fortune, and just wishing the person a good new year. And the other tradition that we have is called the first footing, and it's just the first person that crosses your doorway after the bells on midnight. So the first person that comes to see you, they bring a gift, and traditionally it's a piece of coal or whiskey. I don't know what it is nowadays, but traditionally it's a bit of coal or whiskey. So that's a couple of Scottish New Year's traditions. I'm gonna sit here for a bit and just enjoy the view. Not for too long though, because it's absolutely freezing. That's my view right now. The sun's over there, it's not here. It's too cold here. I need a cup of tea. I'm absolutely freezing.